Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for OSRS. This week we have Deadman Annihilation tweaks, the Shelby and Griffin CNAs, and more. So the update went live about 5 UTC, well from what this is showing. Deadman is still going strong, so do keep in mind. But there is a 30 to 60 bracket, two 61 to 80 brackets, and two 96 plus. Just something to keep in mind if you're wanting to try it out and maybe you're a little late to the party, but hey, keep in mind it's separated by level categories. But we're going into the changelog because this is mostly a patch week, which we first see the Deadman Annihilation tweaks. So breaches now reward points to the top 100 damage dealers per breach NPC, up from 16. Fix a bug where Deadman chests were taking longer to open than they should in both single and multi-way combat areas. Remove the limit on the starter kit reclaims for non-PvP death. You can now receive an unlimited amount of starter kits from the combat tutors in Lumbridge or Burger Brunson at the Grand Exchange. They also are converting Chronicle pages that you should receive into charges already stored in the Chronicle. Reduce the strength of Zimmergel summons from 300 to 450. Adjusted the number of Deadman Annihilation worlds per bracket to better match the player demand. You can see the details further down the blog, which we actually went over that a little bit. They increased the hit points for nearly all breach NPCs to account for the increased player numbers in breaches. They slightly reduced the damage dealt by Yama Boulder across all brackets. In the 30-60 bracket specifically, the boulder damage will now max between 20 and 30, while all other brackets will max about 30 to 60. Better to line for the low levels, basically. The Ancient Warrior equipment can now be bought and sold sold on the Grand Exchange. The Scroll of Redirection can be bought from the Emblem Trader located north of Grand Exchange. This allows you to complete the Desert Medium Diary task if you wish to do so. If you have 80 thieving and then attempt to pickpocket a hero in Ardougne, it'll complete the diary task. The description of the sigil nature and enhanced harvest have been updated to make it clear that they don't work at the Tith farm. Fix a visual issue when opening the Trinket of Advanced Weaponry. The weapons should be easier to see. Plus a permanent dead man change. Guards no longer spawn in the Unka area. Sailing updates. So, Griffin tasks are more common. See further down the blog for details. It's probably just the rate at which you get them, which we will check out then. Introduce an optional task extension for 50 Slayer points, Griffin and on. This adds a flat plus 80 kills to the task you're assigned, making the Griffin's task more impactful once you get them. Bell's Folly is now more common, dropping at a rate of 1 in 256 instead of 1 in 400. Shelby and Griffin combat achievements are here, so we'll see those more further down. Facility bottles are now purchasable from Shipwright Seb for 75k each. They're also now more common across their existing salvaging sources. Additionally, they've added the facility bottles to the loot table of the opulent salvage from merchant shipwrecks. They also added the new logs from sailing, which are Samphor, Ironwood, and Rosewood logs to the loot tables of the salvage from mercenary and Fremennik shipwrecks. You can now hunt red salamanders on Charred Island without any issue. Getting around pole changes, so Elenud will now recharge the teleport crystals regardless of how many charges they have. Note that this will still cost the full amount, even though they may not be charging it from empty to full. The teleport crystal now recharge up to 3 charges by default, or 5 if you completed the Western Provinces at a hard diary. Using the charge crystal Quetzal whistle now opens the Quetzal transport interface immediately. You can now select your destination directly, provided it's unlocked. Added the last destination option for teleporting if you want to travel there again like that. You can toggle whether the whistle sends you straight to the Hunter Guild or opens a destination selection menu, which is on by default. Improve the level progression of spirit trees by spreading them out more evenly in the farming levels as follows. So 83 is 1, 88 is 2, 93 is 3, 96 is 4, and 99 is unlimited. The red and blue rum from Triple Brewing are now tradable. NPC spawns in the Fight Pits minigame now escalate over in time, including majors and Jads in later stages, with improved roaming behavior and more frequent target switching. Reintroduce the item GP value shown when broadcasting raid uniques, and remove broadcasts for duplicate threads of Elidness and Tombs of Amasket gems. Other changes, not charges, the empty containers button now empties worn containers, meaning equipped items can be emptied straight into the bank. These items include the log basket, fish sack, the forestry basket, and then potion storage now immediately opens after clicking the button on the bank interface. Fix following models from clipping into the ground. Zuck's lava base is visible once again. Sailing skill cape animation. The defense animation of dragons when they're moving. The death animation of the fever spider. The trap pit animation of antelopes. The banknote certification. And they also fixed the terrain clipping of the Varlamore. Well, on a cliff at Varlamore. The River Doan bridge's legs no longer stick out. Likewise, a terrain clipping issue by River Doan was resolved. The entrance of Waterbirth Island, Waterbirth Island Dungeon, now renders and appears correctly. Fix an issue where some sounds were playing back at lower quality than intended. Fix an issue where items could be incorrectly rotated when dropping on certain tile floors. Improve player and NPC height adjustment on sloped terrain. Fix an issue where some windows seem detached from the wall. Fix incorrect camera position during certain cutscenes. Fix an issue where destination tile highlights didn't work on boats. Fix some NPCs animating incorrectly while on boats. There is going to be an upcoming maintenance on Tuesday, February 10th. Something to keep in mind. And then PvP Rota is going to Period B, so 560 UK, PvP 319 US Bounty Hunter, 579 US High Risk PvP, 561 UK Free to Play PvP, 580 US LMS Competitive, and Worlds 390 AUS LMS Competitive, 569 AUS Bounty Hunter have been deactivated with this Rota. PvP Arena is using the Zerker loadout and ranked duels and tournaments this week. Now, we did say there was some adjustments here, so we will see. Here is the Griffin Task weight improvements. So Sheldar up to 10 from 5, 60 to 100, extended as 140 to 80. Durdell 7 out of 327. Naive, I'm not sure which, 7 out of 294. And Vaneka is 10 from 7 out of 325. Now, each of these is, they have a steady increase except for Vaneka, who's relatively low, but if I remember correctly, Vaneka is a lower level Slayer Master. So something to keep in mind. And then the combat achievements for the Shellbane Griffins. So there's the Adept, you gotta kill Griffin 25 times. Dry Cleaning, kill Shellbane Griffin after clearing its corrosive spit from your armor. The Veteran, you gotta kill 50 times. Perfect, you do it without taking damage. Speedrunner, you kill a Griffin 10 times within 12 minutes and 30 seconds of entering the cave. Shellborn Survivor, kill Griffin 25 times without leaving the cave. And Fighter, kill the Griffin 5 times without leaving the cave while wearing gear that weighs less than 40 kilograms. So, as you can see, gets progressively harder. So, but that is it. I don't think there was any other things that we really needed to check out. Yeah, that's it. Okay, guys, so that's good. Oh, there is some of the maintenance going on. This is something we covered in RS3 as well. Each downtime is expected to be approximately 20 minutes. But they gave the update schedule for maintenance overall for the month. Tuesday, February 12th, 9 a.m. UTC, about 20 minutes. The 17th, 9 a.m., 20 minutes. 24th, 9 a.m., 20 minutes. And then March 3rd, 11 a.m., 20 minutes. So they said every 4, you will end up being a little bit long or later in the day on the 4th. But that is actually it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later, guys.